Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Ananya, good evening and welcome to Unacademy YouTube class. Inchara, good evening. Arkham, good evening. Chirag, good evening. Yes. And welcome to Unacademy class, YouTube class. This is my first lecture and I welcome you guys. Okay. And somebody anonymous, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, welcome. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Ananya Kotari, good evening. Ninitha, good evening. Good evening and welcome to live YouTube classes. Unacademy's live YouTube class. Okay, today I'm starting with the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. Okay. Before I go to the chapter, let me now introduce myself. Okay, there are some students here who may be new to this, is it not? So let me introduce myself. My name is Rashmi MR. I am teaching in various capacities in different, I have taught various capacities in different colleges, and in Unacademy, I'm also teaching in Unacademy special platform for Karnataka CET aspirants. So students, if you are interested, okay, if you're interested, you can also join me in Unacademy special classes, where now you will get to learn chemistry chapters for free. I have already finished 6 chapters. I've already started with the 7th chapter, chemical bonding and molecular structure. You can join me if you follow me, Rashmi MR. If you follow me, you will get the notification when I go live. You can watch. You can come and learn with me. And also, students, if you're interested, you can subscribe to Unacademy Plus. See, if you want a comprehensive batch, physics, chemistry, mathematics, or physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, or physics, chemistry, biology. If you want a comprehensive batch, live batch, where complete syllabus preparation will be done. If you want a comprehensive batch, you have to subscribe to Unacademy Plus. It's the best platform, those aspirants who are aspire to write Karnataka CET in their future years. You can subscribe for 12 months, 6 months, or even for 1 month as a trial period. If you're subscribing for 12 months, you are paying 12,375 rupees. That amounts to only 1,031 rupees per month. Or you can go for a 6-month course by paying 10,125 rupees. That amounts to only 1,688 rupees per month. Or you can go for a trial period of 1 month by paying 2,250 rupees. Students, you won't even have to pay this much if you use my referral code Rashmi2020, because you will get 10% discount. So use my referral code Rashmi2020 if you are subscribing to Unacademy Plus. Unacademy special classes are free classes. Plus class you have to subscribe. Now, what are the perks of this batch? One thing is premium content you get in affordable price. Okay, then well-structured live class, dedicated live doubt clearing sessions, quizzes, test series, daily practice problems, full-length mock test, all will help you in preparation for your exam. It will fill you with the confidence writing. Now, multiple choice questions also will help you understand, okay, how much of the concept is understood. That is self-analysis. And best of this feature is, with a single subscription, you have unlimited access in a 24 hours. Okay, until you have subscription 24 hours, how many class you want you can attend, how many subjects, same subject, different teachers, you can go and attend, or same teachers, recorded videos will be there, you can go attend. So you have unlimited access. Best features. Okay, unlimited access. Okay, okay, yes. So if you plan to subscribe, use my code Rashmi2020 so you can enjoy all the perks, benefits, okay? Not even discount, other benefits also. Okay. So, as I was telling you, YouTube, this first class, today I'm taking you in YouTube platform for Unacademy. This is my first class. It will be only for 30 minutes. Make best use of it. Okay? Yes. Okay then. You have any questions, doubts? Any question, doubt, you can ask me. Yes, good evening, guys. Good evening. Any question? Any doubt? You can ask me now. No doubt? We can start with our subject. No doubt? Okay then. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's start with our class, that is alcohols, phenols and ethers. The topic is alcohol, phenols and ethers. I'm going to start with alcohols, okay, alcohols and phenols, and continue with the alcohols preparation. Then phenols and ethers we will take up simultaneously. Okay, so students, when you are joining in special classes, YouTube special classes, if referral code is asked, the Rashmi 2020 will be my special class referral code, or even for Unacademy Plus class, Rashmi 2020. Okay, Rashmi 2020 is my referral code for your special class as well as plus classes, Unacademy Plus classes. Okay, with that. Now, what are alcohol? Let's see what are alcohol. Alcohols are hydroxy derivatives. Hydroxy derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbons. Aliphatic hydrocarbons. Now, what are aliphatic hydrocarbons? Example is CH4. Example is CH4, methane. Now, from methane, you remove one hydrogen. What do you get? CH3 you get. In the place of hydrogen, you add OH. That will be an alcohol. So, hydrocarbon, aliphatic hydrocarbon is converted into alcohol. So, it is hydroxy derivative of aliphatic hydrocarbon. So, I have removed one hydrogen. Now, you might be thinking, there are 4 hydrogens. Can I remove? See, if you write second hydrogen, you remove and you write 2 OH like this, this compound is not stable. This compound is not stable. What happens? Immediately a molecule of water is lost. You will get aldehyde or ketone. Depending upon if all is H, you get aldehyde, or if H is CH3 group, then you get ketone. So you get aldehyde or ketone. Okay, if you have 3 OH, let's say another hydrogen to replace, same thing happens. Unstable, highly unstable, a molecule of water is lost. What you get is CHOH, C double bond OOH. This H will be here. You get carboxylic acid. You get carboxylic acid. So carbon having only one OH group is stable. Okay, that is monohydric alcohol. These are called as monohydric alcohol, one OH group. On the one carbon, okay, a carbon containing one OH group is stable. If carbon contains 2 OH or 3 OH are unstable because they lose water, giving aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. They are highly unstable. Okay, now let's learn what is the general formula of alcohol. Now you know that for hydrocarbons, formula is CnH2n plus 2. So what is the extra here? O is extra, is it not? Because CH4, this H if you add here, CH4, one oxygen is extra. So you can write the formula as CnH2n plus 2O, or you are removing hydrogen, is it not, from hydrocarbon? So write CnH2n plus 1 because you removed one hydrogen, then write OH. Either way is the general formula for alcohol. CnH2n plus 2O or CnH2n plus 1 OH. You can add H here, you can write 2 and write O like here, or as in from hydrocarbon you are removing H, so plus 1 only write, don't write plus 2, then write hydroxyl group, the functional group, OH group. Okay, both are general formula for alcohols. Okay, this is about definition and general formula. Now let's learn classification of alcohols. As I was telling you, alcohols can have only one OH group, then it's called as monohydric alcohol. If it has 2 OH group, then it's called as dihydric alcohol. It can have 3 OH group. It is called as trihydric alcohol. So classification into monohydric, dihydric, trihydric. This is one of the basic classification depending upon number of OH group. How many OH groups are there? When I said how many OH groups are there, you keep in mind the OH group cannot be on the same carbon atom. One carbon atom can have only one OH group at a time. The carbon atom cannot have more than one OH group. Clear? Okay. Now, what do you mean by that monohydric? This. See, this is carbon. C2H5OH is nothing but CH3, CH2OH. Like this. Carbon has only one OH group. So, this is monohydric alcohol. Monohydric, only one OH. See, 2 OH groups on 2 different alcohols, adjacent carbon atoms. See, dihydric alcohol. It's not on the same carbon atom. On the adjacent carbon atom. This is called as dihydric alcohol. Dihydric, 2 OH group. And 3 OH groups. Again, 3 different carbon atoms. This is called as trihydric. So, these alcohols are stable. Monohydric, dihydric, trihydric. This is called as ethyl alcohol, glycol, glycerol. Okay, we will be learning about these names. Okay, monohydric, only one OH group. Dihydric if it has 2 OH groups. Trihydric if it has 3 OH groups. So this is alcohols. These are the classification of alcohols. Same way, you can also classify phenols as monohydric phenol, dihydric phenol, trihydric phenol. Phenol, what is phenol? Benzene. Okay, in benzene, one H is replaced by OH. This is benzene. Is it not? You know benzene. With the alternative double bond, H. Okay, all the 6 carbon atom has one hydrogen bond, CH bond. Now one H is replaced by OH. Then you have phenol. This is phenol. Now when benzene has only one OH group, it's called as monohydric phenol. If it has 2 OH group, dihydric. If it has 3 OH group, trihydric. Again on different carbon atoms, if you notice, trihydric. Okay, monohydric, dihydric, trihydric, depending upon how many OH groups are there. So this is the first classification based on number of OH groups. I hope you understood. Okay, next classification, we are going to learn classification of only monohydric alcohols. That means we have only one OH group. Now one OH group, where exactly it is situated, on which carbon atom? If the OH group is attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom, then we have 4 types of types. First one is primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay, first classification is, we are going to classify only monohydric alcohol. First classification, OH is attached to a carbon which is sp3 hybridized. Second classification is OH is attached to a carbon atom which is sp2 hybridized. So that's the difference. OH will be attached to a carbon atom. Okay, that's why alcohols are called as hydroxy derivative of hydrocarbons. So OH will be attached to carbon. Now what is the hybridization of carbon atom? It could be sp3 or sp2. Now first one, what if the carbon atom is sp3 hybridized? That means around carbon atom you have only single bond, carbon-carbon single bond, and one bond is OH. So this carbon is sp3 hybridized. And one of the first classification if carbon is sp3 hybridized, first classification is them into primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. That now general formula of primary is RCH2OH. This is the general formula of primary alcohol. Secondary alcohol is RCR. It could be same or different. If it is different, R dash you write CHOH. This is the general formula of secondary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol RCRR. It could be same or different. If it's different, R dash R double dash you write OH. This is the formula. RCH2OH. If it is same, you can simply write this as R2CHOH. If it is different, you will write R dash, is it not? Or you can write this just R2CHOH. Or if it is different, you write R dash R double dash. Or you can simply write, if it is same, R 3 times COH. You can write it like this also. So these are the general formula of primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol, where OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. All the carbon atom is to which OH is attached is sp3 hybridized. Now, why it is called as primary? OH is attached to a carbon which is sp3, which in turn attached to only one carbon atom. See, only one. Here R is there. Only one carbon atom. The carbon to which OH is attached, if in turn attached to only one carbon atom, it is called as primary alcohol. CH3OH. CH3OH. This is methyl alcohol. It's not a primary alcohol. It's not a primary alcohol. OH is attached to a carbon atom which is attached to all hydrogen. It's called as methyl alcohol. Okay, just methyl group. It's not primary alcohol. What is primary alcohol? OH is attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom which in turn attached to one carbon atom. Primary. If the carbon to which OH is attached to 2 carbon atoms, see 2 carbon atoms like this, it's called as secondary. If OH to which carbon to which OH is attached, that carbon is attached to 3 R groups like this, 3 R groups, it's called as tertiary. Okay, primary, secondary, tertiary. I hope you understood this. Any doubt, any question? Shivani, good evening and welcome to Unacademy's YouTube classes. Krishna Kumar, good evening and welcome. Manju, good evening and welcome. Don Boss, good evening and welcome. Good evening. Those who are just joined today, good evening to all of you and very welcome to Unacademy's first live streaming in YouTube. This is first class and my name is Rashmi MR. Okay, yes, you can also join me in Unacademy special classes where I have already started chemical bonding and molecular structures. We finished ionic bond, covalent bond, coordination bond, MCQs over, and also I completed VBT and hybridization. Those videos will be available, so you can watch and you can join in the class so that you can learn further. Okay, yes. Okay, to continue classification. Second, so we are learning, remember we are learning where carbon is sp3 hybridized. OH is attached to a carbon atom. That carbon is sp3 hybridized. Okay, Shravya, good evening, welcome. Okay, in that second type is allylic alcohol. Allylic alcohol. Again, remember OH is attached to a carbon atom which is sp3 hybridized. Okay, OH is attached to this carbon atom which is sp3. All single bond you can see. Carbon to which OH is at all single bond. It is sp3 hybridized. Now, OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom which in turn attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom which is part of carbon-carbon double bond. OH is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom which attached to carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, then this carbon is called as allylic carbon. Allylic carbon. Allylic carbon. And this alcohol will be called as OH is attached to an allylic carbon. Then the alcohol is called as allylic alcohol. OH is attached to the allylic carbon. What is allylic carbon? Allylic carbon will be sp3 hybridized which in turn attached to a carbon-carbon double bond which is present next to carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, this is called as allylic alcohol. Allylic alcohol. OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond. And that carbon is called as allylic carbon. And if OH is attached to that carbon atom, it's called as allylic alcohol. Again, allylic alcohol can be three types. Primary, secondary, tertiary. If the carbon to which OH is attached, see, we are talking about sp3 carbon atom. Okay, we are looking at the carbon to which OH is attached. If that carbon is attached to only one carbon atom, see, only one carbon atom it is attached, called as primary. The carbon to which OH is attached, allylic carbon, attached to two carbon atoms, see, 1, 2, it is attached to two carbon atoms, secondary. Allylic carbon atom attached to 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, tertiary. This is one way of looking at it. Or you can try finding out which is primary, secondary, tertiary. Look at the carbon to which OH is attached. If it has 2 hydrogen, it is primary. If it has only 1 hydrogen, secondary. If it has no hydrogen, tertiary. Tertiary. So primary, secondary, tertiary. Allylic alcohols. Is that clear? Did you understand? Shravya Shri, good evening. Nikita, good evening. Dia, good evening. And welcome to YouTube's live class, Unacademy YouTube live class. Yes, is this understood? Okay, let's go to the third type where carbon is sp3 hybridized to which OH is attached. Again, see, OH is attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom. OH is attached, see, all single bond. So sp3, all single bond around it. So sp3. But now OH is attached to a sp3 hybridized carbon atom. That carbon in turn is attached to an sp2 hybridized carbon which is part of benzene ring. So this group, C6H5CH2 group, is called as benzylic group, benzyl group. And the alcohol is called as, so this carbon is benzyl carbon. And the alcohol will be called as benzylic alcohol. OH is attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom which attached to an aromatic ring, which is present next to an aromatic ring. So this carbon is benzyl carbon. C6H5CH2, benzyl group. Okay, if OH is attached, hydroxyl group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon and this alcohol is called as benzylic alcohol. Again, benzylic alcohol, three types, primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay, if sp3 hybridized carbon has 2 hydrogen or if it is attached to only one carbon atom, primary, see, it has only 1 hydrogen or is attached to 2 carbon atom, 1, 2, secondary. The carbon has no hydrogen or attached to 3 carbon atoms, 1, this 2 and this 3. It's called as tertiary. Tertiary. Benzylic alcohols. Primary, secondary, tertiary, benzylic alcohols. Do you understand? Allylic is carbon-carbon double bond. Benzylic, you have benzyl in the benzene ring. Did you understand this? Did you understand this, guys? I hope you understood. So this is classification where carbon to which OH is attached is sp3 hybridized. Next is the carbon to which OH is attached is sp2 hybridized. sp2. Okay. hydroxyl group is attached to a carbon atom, okay, which is sp2 hybridized. If it is sp2 hybridized, that means it should have unsaturation. So this alcohols are also called as unsaturated alcohols. The previous alcohols, okay, especially the primary, secondary, tertiary are saturated alcohols, is it not? Whereas allylic and benzylic alcohols are unsaturated because you have benzene ring and double bond. See, these I'm talking about, benzylic and allylic. You have double bond, unsaturated. Okay, you have benzene ring, unsaturated. Okay, now when carbon is sp2, see, we are talking about this carbon, which is sp2 hybridized. OH is attached directly to an sp2 hybridized carbon atom, carbon-carbon double bond. OH is attached to carbon-carbon double bond. Such alcohol is called as vinylic alcohol because this is vinyl group. Vinylic alcohol. If OH is attached to a carbon-carbon double bond, that is, this carbon is called as vinyl carbon. If OH is attached to vinyl carbon, and this is called as vinylic alcohol. And if OH is attached to an sp2 hybridized carbon, which is part of benzene ring, then it's called as phenols. See, one OH group, this is phenol. You have OH and CH3, this is substituted. OH and CH3, this is pressol. When OH and CH3 at ortho position, with respect to OH, this is ortho position. So orthoprazole, okay? Or this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2. So 2-methyl phenol. There is nomenclature, we will learn about this. So you have two types when a carbon is sp2 hybridized, vinylic alcohol and phenols. Here completes classification. Is it clear? Okay. Let's study isomerism. Alcohols, isomerism and alcohols. Three types. Chain isomerism, position isomerism and functional isomerism. Chain isomerism, that means you have two molecules which share same molecular formula but they have different alkyl chain length. Carbon skeleton will be different. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. 3 hydrogen, 5, 7, plus 3, 10 hydrogens. So 3 plus 3 plus here 3 plus 1, 10 hydrogens. 1 oxygen, 1 oxygen. So C4H10O. CnH2n plus 2O. It fits the molecular formula, is it not? Both molecules have same molecular formula but different carbon skeleton. Here carbon skeleton, alk is a bute. See, 4 carbon. Whereas here alk is the carbon to which OH is attached to be carbon number 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms. Carbon skeleton 3 carbon. See, pro. But both have same molecular formula. So these molecules are said to be chain isomers. So 1 butanol and 2 methyl propanol are chain isomers of each other. These are alcohols which show chain isomerism. So did you understand isomerism, chain isomerism? Did you understand chain isomerism, guys? Chain isomerism. Yes? Chain isomerism is understood? Okay, let's go to the second isomerism. Alcohols also show position isomerism. Position isomerism. See, in chain isomerism, if you look at the OH group, the carbon to which OH is attached is carbon number 1. And I told you here also, the OH is attached to first carbon atom. In both, OH is attached to first carbon atom. What if I change that? See, here, in the first molecule, OH is attached to first carbon atom. But in the second molecule, 1, 2, 3. OH is attached to second carbon atom. So position of the functional group is different. Both are alcohols. This molecule also has alcohol. This molecule also is alcohol. But the position of the OH group is different. Here it's on the first carbon atom. Here it's on the second carbon atom. So these are called as, these have same molecular formula. They have same molecular formula. You see, you check. Carbon, 3 carbon atoms. So C3. Hydrogen, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Again, they fit the molecular formula. Is it not? Okay. They have same molecular formula, but the position of OH group is different. Position of OH group is different. Then it's called as position isomers. So these two molecules of alcohol are isomers of each other. What isomerism? Position isomerism. Did you understand position isomerism? Chain isomerism, position isomerism. So if you have a particular example, you can ask me. Do you have any doubt? Your name is anonymous is written, so I don't know what is your name. But do you have any doubt? Could ask me particularly. Isomerism, is it first one, second one? You can just, if it is chain isomerism, write 1. If it is position, 2. I will understand. Do you have any doubt? No doubt? Okay. If you want some time to frame your question, you take your time. Okay. Okay then. Let's go to the third type. So alcohols show 3 isomerism: chain, position and functional isomerism. And functional isomerism, when I say functional isomerism, the functional group itself will be different. You have two classes of compounds. See, alcohol and ethers are functional isomers of each other. Alcohols and ether. Which alcohol? It's not any alcohol and any ether. Those alcohol and ether which are same molecular formula. Molecular formula should be same. See, for example, in this case, you have 2 carbon, C2H6O. See, C2H6O. Ethanol formula CH6H2O, and this ether formula CH3O, CH3, C2H6O. Both have same molecular formula but different functional groups. In this molecule, it is alcohol, and here it is ether. So these two are functional isomers. So ethanol and methoxymethane or dimethyl ether. Two CH3 groups. So dimethyl ether and ethanol are functional isomers of each other. So here functional group only will be different. They have same molecular formula but different functional groups. Functional group will be different. Clear? So chain isomerism, different chain length, but OH on the same carbon atom. Position isomerism, OH on the different carbon atom, same class of compound, but OH on the different carbon atom. Functional, they have two class of compounds. If alcohols are functional isomers with ethers. Example, ethanol and dimethyl ether. Any doubt? Yes. Any doubt? That's okay. If you could remove anonymous and if you can write your own name, it would be really helpful. Okay, anonymous and reading and answering your questions is better. Funny, yes. If you would like to remain like that, no problem. But I would like to know your name. Okay, so did you understand isomerism? Any doubt in isomerism? Any doubt, students? Any doubt? No doubt? Shall we go to the next concept? Nomenclature. Okay then, let's learn nomenclature of alcohols. Okay, alcohols, nomenclature. Okay, we are going to learn common name and IUPAC name. Common name is alkyl alcohol. IUPAC name is alkane. Okay, write alkane. Don't write E. Instead of E, you write OL. So you remove E and you instead of E, you add OL. Okay, so remove E and add OL. So common name is alkyl alcohol. IUPAC name is alkanol. Alkanol. So that is naming of alcohols. Common name, IUPAC name. Common name is alkyl alcohol. IUPAC name is alkanol. Okay, first compound, the first in the alcohol family, homologous series. Okay, the first compound is CH3OH from methane, derivative of methane. H is replaced by OH. So from methane, when you remove H, you get methyl group. So common name is methyl alcohol. IUPAC name, find out how many carbons are there. Only one carbon atom. So the root word is meth and all single bond in. Remove E, write OL. So methanol. Methanol. Look at this. 2 carbon atoms or carbon atoms. So you have ethyl group. Common name is ethyl alcohol. IUPAC name, 2 carbon atom, ethanol. 3 carbon atoms. So it is, and they are on the same chain, no straight chain. Straight chain they are, normal chain. So it is N-propyl alcohol. IUPAC name 1, 2, 3. So you have to number in such a way that the carbon to which OH is attached should have carbon number 1 or smallest number. Either 1, carbon number 1 or smallest possible number. Okay. So this is propane 1 all. So before you write OL, specify where is that OH present on the first carbon atom. Propane 1 all. Or you can just write propanol. Understood? When you don't mention the number 1, OL, that is OH group, is attached to first carbon atom. Now same 3 carbon alcohol can also be written like this. See, CH3, CH, CH3, OH. So when you have OH like this, okay, when you select parent chain to write alk, the alk is the parent chain, you have to select the longest chain, that is 1, 2, 3. Now you don't select this as carbon number 1, because if you take that carbon number 1, then it becomes only 2 carbon parent chain. You can have 3 carbon parent chain. So as I said, either you give smallest number, you give 1 or the next smallest number. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So prop. propane, propane. On the second carbon atom, you have OH. So propane, 2-ol. Or this group, if you consider this chain, this is the last carbon. Last but one carbon is this. If the last but one carbon has 2 CH3 group, this is called as iso. Okay, CH, CH3, CH3 group. Like this you can write. Or CH3, CH, CH3. Like this also you can write. And this is called as iso group. And this, since there is 3 carbon atoms, isopropyl. So this is common name is isopropyl alcohol. So N-propyl, isopropyl is 2 different alcohols. N-propyl, all the carbon in the straight chain. Okay, like this. Isopropyl have 2 CH3. One CH carbon to which OH will be attached. CH carbon has 2 CH3 groups attached to it. That is isopropyl alcohol. Okay, then, okay, CH3, this is, look at this carbon atom. You have CH3, CH, CH3. Again, iso group. CH3, CH, CH3. But altogether, how many carbon atoms are there in this alcohol? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, isobutyl alcohol. So, you have an iso group. CH3, CH, CH3. So, butyl means there is one more CH2, OH, like that. Isobutyl alcohol. What is the IUPAC name? Now, if I select this as my 1, 2, 3, this will be my longest chain. Or 1, 2, 3 also you can select. You can go like this also or like this. Anyway, 3 carbon atoms. So, second carbon atom has a substituent, methyl group. That has to be written. This is a substituent written as a prefix. Prefix, 2-methyl. So, prefix, root word, followed by suffix. Suffix is always functional group. Correct? Suffix 2 type, primary, secondary. Primary, an, in, ein. Secondary, functional group. Okay. So, what is not considered as a parent chain, that will be your substituent. So, methyl group is a substituent which has to be written as a prefix and it is attached to second carbon atom. So, it is 2-methyl. 2-methyl propane and OH is attached to first carbon atom. 1-ol. 2-methyl propanol. 2-methyl propanol. Okay, students. Actually, time's up. I will continue now next class from here onwards. Okay, next class from here onwards. Any doubt up till 5th molecule? Any doubt? 5 molecules we've solved. Any doubt up till 5 molecules? Any doubt, guys? No doubt? Any question? Any doubt? Any doubt, guys? Okay, if it is clear, thank you very much for being a wonderful audience. Keep learning and please encouraging and keep coming and learning. We'll continue in the next class. Good evening.